Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to The Haunting Hour Season 2. Last episode that we watched was called Sick, and that was about a boy who was at home sick, but then when he tried to leave, there was people outside stopping him from getting out. There was the whole quarantine sheets over his house, people talking to him through the television, and a monster in the house. And over the course of the episode, it kind of became clear that some of it might not be real, it might all be hallucinations, or it might be real and that there's more going on to the story. It was very much left open to interpretation, and as always, I'm not put it up to YouTube yet. I'm recording some of them in advance, so I'm excited to see what your guys' reaction is to that episode and what your thoughts are on what was really going on, what was real, what was not. But I had a good time with that episode. This is episode 8, and it's called Mascot. So mascot says to me like maybe like a football mascot, or someone who's a mascot of either a sports team or a brand, which is usually like a person in a costume, like an animal or a creature of some sort, and maybe that comes to life from a TV screen, or the mascot turns out to be evil and starts hurting people. It's a kid show, so more often than not, people don't tend to die a lot in these shows, so maybe it's not going to be like a killer mascot, but I'm thinking maybe it's something to do with an evil sort of children's TV or sports team mascot. So when I was getting the episode, I did see a little image of a weird yellow thing. I couldn't see what it was. I tried not to look too much, but I was like, okay, I'm guessing that's the mascot that we're talking about. Let's not look. But I'm looking forward to jumping into it because I'm enjoying the season so far. There's some really good, interesting ideas for episodes, and I know there's a few coming up. Like I think the next episode, I've had a few comments over the reactions since I started doing them to The Haunting Hour, saying to react to the next one. So I presume the next one's going to be a big one, but as for now, we're watching Mascot. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel. Let's jump into Season 2, Episode 8 of The Haunting Hour, Mascot. Oh, a big yellow varsity basketball team. Basketball mascot. I always find it so fascinating watching these things on American TVs because sports are so huge in American schools, but they're just not that big in the UK. How just such a different culture, and I love it.
I mean, can this place get any sadder?
Speak of, is this the mascot?
Give it up for Big Yellow.
Big Yellow. Oh.
Yellow Valley is home to some prehistoric marsupials. Could be a nod to that.
Marsupials?
Yeah, like a possum.
That thing does not look like an opossum. How the heck do you know that anyway? I swear you are the king of...
It's a really sad costume. Not because of the look of it, but it's just dirty.
You know, I have a theory. You can judge a school based on its mascot. I mean, look at those guys. Who doesn't love a bulldog?
Oh, so cute.
Only thing holding our school back is that lame mascot.
I won't say that's the only thing, but it definitely doesn't help.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Section
Sasquatch.
15, Item B of the student manual. Students can audition a new mascot if they have 50 signatures and a teacher sponsor. Didn't you read it?
Oh, he doesn't look happy, about to be replaced, potentially.
So, yeah. You know, I never did understand what that thing was anyway.
Who is this teacher?
Got a pen?
He's gross.
Just so you know,
Stop licking your
you're
fingers.
supposed to inform the current mascot that he's getting sacked. It's
Stop licking your fingers!
school protocol.
Yeah, who is the current mascot?
That is a good question.
Who is Big Yellow? Well, little ladies, I hate to admit this, but I have no idea.
So no one knows who Big
Coach
Yellow is.
Still needs his workout time.
I wish I could help you
So he
guys.
doesn't know either.
but the last
Maybe
time
Big
I
Yellow
was
is
the same mascot.
Big Yellow.
Great, where can
Like
we
there's
find
no one
him?
inside it, it's just
He graduated.
alive.
So can you help us track him down?
No can do, Leo. Well, if you want to find Big Yellow, he's probably in the basement. He's got like a dressing room or something down there.
Funny how they're making all the people in the school very oddball characters. Which is actually quite funny, to be fair. Oh, creepy basement. Nice.
I think we're in the right place.
Is this Big Yellow's home? I think so.
Okay, let's just write him a note. We just have to notify him, right? To whom this may concern.
You're fired.
Yellow, thank you for your tenure as a mascot. Your services will no longer be needed. Sincerely,
The school. I don't think this mascot's gonna be happy.
Hello?
Isn't looking too good, Willie.
We'll call you.
Just creepy chickens and a banana. That one was cute. Hello.
I'm bad. Come on now. I'm bad. Alright. I'm bad. Come on now. Let me hear you shout.
Pretty good, pretty good. Oh,
One
wow.
more time.
Feels like we have a winner.
Uh-oh. I think we have one more.
It's gonna be oh no, this is gonna be really sad.
Sorry, we're auditioning for a new mascot.
It says here that technically we have to give everybody a fair shot.
Oh god. Oh dear. It's kind of sad. Yeah, my theory is definitely that there's no one in that costume, it's just actually alive. That was kind of creepy. No, don't attack Wolfie, he was the best one. Oh, okay, that's kind of creepy. You'd shit yourself though, let's be honest. As silly as it looks. If you're walking on a dark street and he was just stood behind you. So like Wolfie's head in his bed or something. It's like Godfather. This is a threat. The Mascot Mafia are coming for you.
Dude, we have to tell a teacher.
No way, are you kidding me? We have to handle this on our own.
Are you crazy?
Look, they could pin this on us. I mean, I'm the one in possession of the Wolfie head. We know who did this. I'm not letting that freak get the best of me.
Why are you taking this personally?
I'm not taking anything personally. Just seems like I'm
It
the only
feels
one around here that's
personal.
doing anything about our mascot problem. One day you'll grow a backbone, Drake.
Yeah, well, maybe one day I'll grow a brain.
Whatever. Handle this on my own.
Don't break up over it. Not a fan of this ominous yellow light they've got. It's kind of such a weird colour. Obviously it makes sense with the costume and stuff, but it's kind of creepy.
See who's behind Big Yellow.
He's gonna know you're there. It's a very, very small room. Is there any point hiding at this point?
Guess who?
Come on, Willie.
Not picking up right now, but I'll call
I
you
know
back.
you're there.
If you're lucky.
Uh-oh. Oh. I'm kind of creeped out. What just happened? The light's gone off. Is he trapped down there now?
You locked me in here? Are you kidding me?
Is this going to be like a catching cold situation? Where now he's like taking over as the mascot or something like that?
What is that stuff?
Okay, got out of the room, never mind then. Okay. First thing I would do is take the mask off. If it's a mask. Here we go.
Coward. No wonder they call you Yellow. Won't even show your face.
Ugh. Told you it was real. There was no one under there. Knew it. Knew it. That's kind of scary though.
Come on, Willie. Where are you?
Well, it was hours and hours and hours ago that you tried to get hold of it multiple times. So you're no good in an emergency. This episode's a weird mix of like, it's funny, but kind of creepy at the same time. I like it.
Hey, guess who? It's Willie. Not picking up right now, but I'll call you back. It's Willie. Not picking up right now, but I'll call you back. If you're lucky.
Dude, come on, you can't be mad at me. I've said I'm sorry like 100 times. Seriously, I'm gonna call the cops on you if you don't pick up soon, so stop messing around.
So at this point,
I'm in the
he
gym.
tried to gas me, he's creepy,
So please call me.
and no one's seen or heard from him, but I found his shoe random on the floor.
For Big Yellow.
I would be like, something bad's happened to this kid.
Come on, man, Yellow is here. Where are you? Willie?
Has he been eaten by Big Yellow? Oh. Oh, so he is inside with other kids. Ugh.
Willie!
Like a TARDIS.
Willie! Willie!
Okay, that was kind of creepy. Okay, guys, that was my reaction to The Haunting Hour Season 2, Episode 8, Mascot. And that was really good. I don't know what everyone's reaction to that's going to be because it's such a weird tone of episode. But I think it did what I think some great episodes of Youth of the Dark do. When they don't try and go for just out and out scary, but they have like a weird comedic / creepy tone to them, but they lean into that. And I think this episode did really well. Like, at first, the mascot thing was kind of like, it was kind of sad. There was this old looking mascot that was dirty, doing this hop along thing, and they wanted to replace it, and he wasn't happy about it. I was like, okay, this is weird. Funny, but weird. But there was actually some really creepy moments, like the kid who was played Wolfie, who was obviously going to be the new mascot, walking down the street, turned around, and it was just stood there in the street behind him in the darkness, kind of creepy. And just a few moments where we saw the close-up of the face as it was just looking, and even though there was no movement, at least towards the end, you kind of sort of envision what was going on behind the eyes a little bit, like what was going through the head, which was like, I'm the mascot, you're not going to replace me. And it was really good. Like, I kind of guessed from the start that the mascot was going to be real, as in like the Big Yellow was Big Yellow. There was no person inside, it was just this creature. That was kind of confirmed to me when they went to the teacher. He didn't know who Big Yellow was, so they went to this person, didn't know who Big Yellow was, so they went to this person, didn't know who Big Yellow was, and they were all like, oh no, this person dealt with it, this person dealt with it. Obviously it kind of showed how incompetent this school is, for one, but that kind of solidified to me that, okay, so there's no one actually inside Big Yellow. Big Yellow is just this weird costume creature that's alive that for some reason wants to be a school mascot, and that's its whole life for some reason. I'd love to know more about it. Like, why does it want to do this all the time? Why is it a mascot? Why does it want to stay there? Why does it not want to be replaced? Why? Because if it's a creature that's alive, could they not go and do something somewhere else? I don't know. But there were some really good moments that kind of had me guessing as to what was going to happen. For example, when the boy went down to the basement after him and his friend had the argument, Willie, and he went to the basement, the mascot's room, and got trapped in there with a gas. What I thought might happen at that point was it's a sort of a catching cold situation. So if you've not watched the first season 1 episode Catching Cold, there's like a creepy ice cream truck, and there was a guy trapped inside. When this kid investigated, he got inside the ice cream truck. He then got trapped inside, and the other guy got released. He'd been there for like years and years and years and years. And it was like a cycle where the only way you get out of the ice cream truck is by the other person getting in. So what I thought was going to happen was maybe there was someone inside this mascot costume at that point, but they can't get out of it. The only way to get out of it is to trap someone else in the room, so then they gas you, you wake up, you're in the costume, but you can't get out until someone else gets into the room and you trap them in. Because the room had the whole yellow light coming out of it the whole time, until the boy was inside, the mascot picked up the radio and left, and the light went off, so I thought, okay, that's important. Obviously I was wrong. What it just happened was just that it was trying to gas him to eat him, because it ate him in the gymnasium after he'd ripped the head off, confirmed that it was just a costume and not a person in disguise. And then we saw the eyebrows change and the body stand up, and it was like, okay, this is definitely just an entity that's a school mascot. And as we saw right at the end, had eaten him and the other boy, and it obviously inside it was like a TARDIS, so bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. But it's really creepy at a really good level of, it's funny, it's silly, but it's also kind of creepy, and I liked that tone. I mean, I've said since season 1, since You're Afraid of the Dark, since Creeped Out, I like episodes that take place in like high schools, because on the most part I find them quite relatable. Most of us have been through high school. Obviously mine wasn't that big into sports and stuff, but I do still find, like, when they're in classes and gyms and school teachers and stuff, I just like that. It kind of reminds me of classic Goosebumps episodes that take place in the schools, and they were always like my favourite books. They're either camping ones or school ones were always my favourite books in the Goosebumps and Bone Chillers and all those kind of series that I read. So the fact that it was in a school did grip me. And then I had this weird mascot that I was like, okay, it's sad, kind of silly, but then it started to be really creepy. So I was like, okay, I'm invested, I'm really enjoying it, don't know what the hell's going on, but I like it. I kind of want to know more. Like, why is it a mascot? Why? How did it become the school mascot? If it's just this creature and it was never a person in a costume, how did it become a school mascot? Was that just what that creature wants to be? It wants to be loved, adored. But it wasn't even that it was a good school mascot. I would understand if it was like a mascot that people loved and everyone like cheered for it and it was really popular and everyone was like, yeah, every time it came out. But it wasn't. It was kind of dirty and sad and couldn't dance very well. It didn't do a lot. And when it, like you saw, the kids laughed kind of at it as it was doing its thing. So the fact that it still wants to be that, regardless of the fact that no one really likes it, and it's pushing cheerleaders out the way and stuff, kind of makes it a little more creepy to me, because then it's like, what are its motives? Don't know, but I really enjoyed it. Is it a fan favourite? I don't know. I'm really struggling this season overall, to be honest. It's episodes I've watched, I'm like, okay, it was good, not my favourite. And the comments like, oh, it's one of the best episodes of the entire show. I'm like, okay, and my opinion's off. Then I watched another one that I loved, and people are like, yeah, it was an okay episode. I'm like, but not the best. I'm like, oh god. My ranking at the end of this season, I'm going to have to take a lot of time to think about it. I might rewatch a couple that are fan favourites that weren't my favourites. Because when I watch an episode like this one, I'm like, oh, it was really good, really creepy, really fun. The comments will probably be like, yeah, it was fine. Wasn't a big favourite of this one. Big fan of this one. So I feel like my ranking at the end of the season is going to be very controversial. But I'll have to wait and see. We've got another 8 episodes left to go this season. Actually, no, we've got another 10 episodes left to go this season. I think it's 18 this season. So I've got quite a while to go yet, but really enjoying Series 2 so far. Having a great time. I'm very excited to see what the next episode brings. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. If you enjoyed the video, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of Mascot, Series 2, Episode 8 of The Haunting Hour. And yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the mascot, the creepiness, the costume, and things like that. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of The Haunting Hour. Bye guys, stay safe and have a good evening.